Right here, you're seeing absolutely everything I carry during the winter. Quick little backstory on me. I live in basically like a city neighborhood, if you will. A lot of main streets, big streets, a lot of traffic, a lot of well-lit places, even in the nighttime. So I'm kind of just going to go through what I carry, at least what I carry on my person on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes not even day-to-day because I work from home, and sometimes all I need is this bad boy right here in my pocket and my phone. So I'll explain why I carry everything here, including these over here. Let's get the boring stuff out the way first. So let's move these over there. I'm recording on my iPhone with the chest mount. That's part of the EDC. I'm not going to talk about that because it's just an iPhone. Let's talk about the boring stuff. Wallet. Got it for my birthday, I think it was. It's just a nice little Coach leather wallet. I always carry cash on me. I see a lot of people talk about, oh, I want the RFID wallet, this, and that. Like, yeah, that's cool. But I understand why people have it, but I don't live in an area where, the little pocket scanner scam happens a lot. At least it hasn't happened to me. So for that, I just need this nice Coach wallet. Real good leather. It's black. I like having it. Don't really care what anyone says. I'm not going to carry one of those funky RFID wallets. Don't care. Next boring thing I carry, I guess, will be just a nice little zebra pen. I need to carry this more because, you never really know when you need a pen to sign something, or I don't know. Next boring thing I always have on me when I leave the house, a hat. Either if it's one of these trucker hats or if it's one of these nice fitteds. I always have a hat on me. Basically, a little more about me. Have a mullet taper. The mullets look really freaking nice with these hats on. So, you got to throw one of these hats on. I'll talk about the belt first. This is a Next belt. My girlfriend got me this for I think it was Christmas last year, 2 years ago. But yeah, Next belt. Highly recommend. I think it's like $50. But it's honestly the best belt that I've ever owned, and I actually wear it a lot. I wear it every single time I wear pants or jeans, anything like that. And everyone knows this belt, little ratcheting system. Next belt works great. Next thing I carry is this Streamlight Macro Stream. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's not USB-C. It's like the old school USBs that the old Androids used to have. But yeah, it has pretty good, lights up pretty well, I use this and this next item more than anything else on this list. Lights up pretty well. The battery will last me honestly like a month before I ever have to charge it, so that's pretty cool to have. My favorite thing about this light too is I could just clip it onto my hat like this. Boom, just like that. I could clip it onto my hat, and now let's say I drive an old truck, so let's say I have to fix something on the side of the road. Boom, there we go. This is probably the most recent thing I bought. I don't know if it's this or the other thing over there, but yeah, Milwaukee Fastback. My girlfriend's dad got one for Christmas, so I had to throw my initials so we wouldn't get confused. I'm more of a DeWalt guy, but honestly this is just the coolest thing ever. It has a little Phillips head and a flathead in there, and then it has the box cutter with the wire stripper, whatever the heck that is. And the most important part to me is that bottle opener, bro. That bottle opener is just amazing. I'm a Mexican guy, drink Mexican beers, so gotta have that bottle opener. I'm not drinking any sissy Bud Light, Budweiser, anything like that, bro. Mexican beers only, specifically Pacificos. If you're watching this, you haven't had a Pacifico yet, get you one. Best beer you'll ever taste, specifically the one in the bottle. That's why I need the bottle opener. I like having this in my EDC over this cheap Chinese knife I bought on Amazon. Just because this one looks cooler, but honestly, you could tell that the quality's not all there. You see there's a lot of playing that shank. I sharpened it when I first got it, and it's already pretty freaking dull. And I only ever use the knife to cut boxes. I'm not using a knife for self-defense. If I see someone running up on me with a knife, do you think I'm going to pull out a knife too? No, I'm not going to play fair. I'm going to play unfair. With this knife, it's better for cutting boxes and stuff, which is basically the only thing I do with the knife, and open bottles. And, if I ever need to, this actually came clutch. I was helping out my nephew with something, and I had this in my pocket, and look, boom. Didn't even have to leave the couch. I just had to reach in my pocket, grab this to help him fix his toy. Now, the better part of the everyday carry. Let's go with number one. SIG P365XL. First of all, I have it in this Four Brothers holster. Coyote brown carbon fiber. Very, very nice. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Before you guys say, oh, he's flagging himself off camera. My head is more this way than it is this way. My head is this way. So I'm not flagging myself off camera. But yeah, I just want to show you guys. This is pretty good. For you guys, it's clear, and there's no magazine in it. P365XL. It started off as a macro. That's why it says X right here, because I got it as an X macro. I got it before I entirely looked and understood the laws from Colorado, because I live in Colorado. I saw you couldn't carry anything over 15 rounds, and the X macro, it carries 17 rounds. So I was like, you know what, if I'm in a situation to where I actually have to use this firearm to save my life, I don't want to get in more trouble than the other guy just because my firearm had 2 extra bullets in it. You know what I mean? Well, it's basically an X macro slide on an XL frame, and then I got the 12 round magazines that come with it. If anyone who's looking for an EDC, I highly recommend this because I was able to swap over the frame pretty easily. I just looked up a couple YouTube videos, was able to swap over the frame from the old P365X macro frame to this XL frame, so that I'm in Colorado compliance and, you know, there's no issues on my end. That's why I highly recommend this firearm to anyone, because you could customize it however you want. You could change the slide and the frame. You could do anything. You could put a bigger frame, you could put a metal frame, whatever. And it's all because of the fire control unit. Fire control unit basically makes it so you can have all those frames and slides under one firearm, because the slide or the frame is not the firearm, it's the fire control unit that's the firearm. So yeah, that's what we have right here, P365XL. I have a TLR 7 sub on this. Very nice light also. The only thing I don't like about these, because I had those cheap Amazon ones, those were USB rechargeable, these aren't. That's the only thing I don't like, but honestly, it's not a big deal. I'd rather have something that's more reliable and more compatible with holsters and, you know, other things like that. Also on this, I have a Holosun 407K. Yeah, I think it's really dusty. If you guys know how to clean off the dust from this, let me know. I basically got it, again, like holster and, you know, other things compatibility. I just heard everyone saying that this is a pretty good optic for the money. And I wanted a green dot because I'm partially colorblind. I could see red, but my father can't. So I was like, you know, if my dad ever goes shooting with me, I don't want him to, you know, not be able to see the red dot. I also went with the P365 as my main carry over, you know, a Glock or anything else. Mainly because the only 2 I was competing was the Glock 19 or Glock 45, and then the P365. And I was like, you know what, with this, I have 3 less rounds than the Glock 19, but I have night sights, it's optic ready, and it has a better trigger from what I hear. I haven't shot a Glock 19 ever, surprisingly, right? Haven't ever shot a Glock 19, but I heard it has a better trigger than the Glock 19. It fits really good in the hand. On the magazine, I do have one of these that I got from Amazon. I think I shot with it once and it worked good. Recently got them just so that I could carry a little bit better, because when I'm carrying like this, like, I get a good grip. You know what I mean? I get a good grip, but with that on, I get a slightly better grip. I forgot what this is called. It's like the finger thing. I forgot, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, very light firearm. Whenever I have it, I barely know it's there. It doesn't print too much. I carry on the hip because I'm fat. Honestly, just being honest with you guys, I'm fat as fuck, so I have to carry on the hip. Appendix carry really ain't an option for me because my belly's in the way. That's a me problem, not a you problem. Don't really care also. So yeah, this Four Brothers holster is really nice. Carry on the hip. Doesn't really bother me and doesn't really print too much, especially in the winter. Now let's talk about the other winter carry firearm that I have. And honestly, I've been enjoying carrying this way more. Let me show you guys. Boom, baby. This right here, let me show you guys. It's clear. Clear. Nothing there. No magazine in the firearm. This right here is a Beretta 92 FS. I bought it used. It was my birthday gift this year. It came with these with the black grips, and then I ended up throwing these white pro grips that I found on eBay, made and sold, shipped from America. Pretty good grips. The only issue is I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Only issue I ran into it is I got a little too eager. The camera's not going to pick it up. I'll try to put a picture, but it's cracked right here, and that's my fault. I was a little too eager. I was tying in too tight. I was like, oh, I can't wait for this to, you know, see how it looks. I'm a little kid at heart, so, you know, stupid stuff like this just makes me happy. If I leave the house, I have a hoodie on, I have a jacket on, and I have a t-shirt under. This is going on my hip right here. I don't know why, but it just feels so good carrying this Beretta right here. And for a lot of people, they'll tell me like, oh, like I want something more compact to carry, but you know, carrying this Beretta, I don't even know how to really word it, how to explain it, anything like that. It just feels a lot better than carrying the P365 in the winter. The only downside of this is that it's not optics ready, because this is a model from 2002, so it's not optics ready, and then it doesn't have the rail right here, which is the only bad thing. If I wanted to, I could get the trigger light, but I don't really want to. Maybe it's just because, you know, I use this gun so much in video games and stuff like that. Maybe it's just the, you know, the double action trigger. Something, I don't know, bro. But it's something about this firearm that just makes me want to carry it in the winter. Maybe it's the white pro grips, because the white pro grips really look nice. I know one of the reasons definitely is because this is the Beretta 92 magazine compared to the P365 magazine, and this right here, 15 rounds compared to 12 rounds. So I'm literally Colorado State compliant with this firearm, with the Beretta, and with the P365 I have 3 less rounds. Will I need those extra 3 rounds? Probably not, more than likely not, if we're being honest with each other. But just knowing you have the extra bit of power, the extra bit of capacity, just makes me feel a lot better. This isn't the first Beretta that I've ever shot. The first Beretta that I shot was my friend's dad's Beretta, and that thing is super nice because he has the same one. His just has the Medusa grips, and that thing, it shoots so smooth, shoots so nice. So I was like, you know what? I need to get myself one. I ended up going to Sportman's. I know a lot of people here on YouTube hate on these big box, you know, firearm stores, but I don't understand why. Honestly, every time I go to those big box stores, they treat me way better than those local firearm shops. Maybe it's because of the way I look. Maybe it's because of the way I'm dressed, whatever. They treat me better at Sportman's, Bass Pro, Cabela's, Shields, and anywhere that you could think of than these local firearm shops. I'm just being honest. Anyways, I went to Sportman's. I was just browsing. I wanted to see if they had any brand new. And then I looked and I saw that they didn't actually have any brand new, but they had this one used. It was sitting there for $500. Filled out the paperwork. Went back 3 days later, picked it up. In Colorado, you have to wait 3 days between after you do your background check to be able to pick up your firearm. Don't know why they do that here. It's pretty stupid if you ask me. I got home that same day after I filled out the paperwork, found these white pro grips on eBay, and then I ended up finding this nice leather Kydex holster. This holster is really good too. Gun fits perfect. Show you guys again. It's not falling out of there. I haven't shot with these grips, truth be told. I haven't had a chance to go shooting. You know, it was my birthday. I was very busy with work throughout the winter. Then it was my anniversary, Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthday, all of that, man. I haven't had time to go shoot this thing, so I haven't tried it out, but it doesn't feel bad, besides the fact that there's like no texture. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that plays into effect. But yeah, bro, this feels great. It just looks classic too. Basically, I'm a man who enjoys his nostalgic things. Hop in the car and listen to my parents' old Mexican music. The truck that I daily drive is a 97 Chevy 1500. What better way to feel nostalgic than to have a firearm basically from the 90s and 80s, you know, like that. Like just that classic feel. It just feels a lot better too. It feels a lot better, if I'm being honest with you, it feels a lot better pulling out the Beretta than it does pulling out the SIG. It fits in my hand a lot easier too. Like I said, I'm a big boy, so printing isn't really too much of an issue, because not only am I fat, I'm tall too, don't forget that. I have 3 extra rounds of ammunition, and honestly, it's just beautiful. I love this firearm so much. So when do I carry what? I'll carry the P365 if I'm only wearing a hoodie, or if I'm only wearing a jacket with a shirt under, you know, obviously. Because I'm less likely to print with this, with just a hoodie or just a jacket and a t-shirt, than I am with this. With this, if I just wear a hoodie, I'm printing, without a doubt. I already know it. You know, my hoodie's going to slide up a little bit. You're going to be able to see the handle. The handle's also white, so it's going to catch your attention. Yeah, if I'm only wearing a hoodie, I'm for sure only wearing this. No ifs, ands, or buts. Or I'm working from home, so like if I'm just working at home, I have to actually buy a sticky holster. You know, I'll just throw this in my pocket real quick. It's not in there. Don't worry, YouTube. There's nothing in there. Take this Beretta out if I'm bundled up. If I have my hoodie on, I have my jacket on, I have a long t-shirt under, I'm taking this Beretta, because there's no way that I'm printing with this Beretta. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's not uncomfortable to carry. It's honestly fun carrying a full size and having it concealed the whole time, because, you know what I'm saying, your friends might ask you, hey, well, what are you carrying today? You know, whatever. And then you pull out the full size Beretta, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? I didn't even see you having that. So yeah, I know this video is very like poorly set up and everything like that. You're used to watching a YouTuber who like has a whole production studio and a whole set, better lighting, better camera and everything. But I'm not here to be that YouTuber. I'm here to be the one that you could relate to. You, the average guy. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm just the average guy. And I'm not even a fucking YouTuber. I'm a barber who just likes guns, who likes posting videos, who likes doing this for the love of the game, you know? I don't know how often I'm going to post, because honestly, I'm more focused on work than I am on YouTube. But if we get some views, if we get some traction under this video, I'll post a video going through all my guns and why I bought them and stuff like that. Basically, this right here is what you're seeing, the winter EDC. You know, always have a nice hoodie, always have a nice jacket on. Don't really matter. Always have a nice gun on my hip. Don't matter where I'm at. Well, yeah, it does matter where I'm at, kind of. Always got to have these bad boys because you never know when you got to fix something on your leaky Chevy. You never know when you got to have to, you know, open up a package for your nephew or something and drink a beer after. Always got to have a wallet so you could be identified and so you could pay for your, you know, your nice stuff, so you could pay for that lady's meal. And by lady, I mean my woman. Gotta carry this more. Admittedly, I don't carry this enough, but I gotta carry this more. Gotta have nice hollow points so you don't over penetrate. Pause. Gotta have nice holsters, guys. Don't sleep on holsters. Like I said, this is a nice American made holster made by a veteran, sold on eBay. Got this for like 50 bucks. It was the steal of a lifetime, and I supported a small local business, and it gave me a really good product. 4 Bros holsters. This is a very nice holster. You get what you pay for, guys. Don't go buying the We the People holsters. I'll say it right now. I don't care. Don't go buying the We the People holsters, those like Viking holsters on Amazon and stuff like that. Don't buy none of those, bruh. Do your research. T-Rex Arms, 4 Brothers. That's tier 1 concealed. That's like the only ones that come to my head. Support local holster makers too, bro. Look, this is one of the best holsters I've ever had, made by a local veteran, or not a local veteran, but you know, made by a veteran, sold by a veteran. I'm editing the video that you guys are watching right now, and I forgot to mention, I also carry this my carabiner with the bottle opener. Also, of course, have the keys that don't fit in this little keychain. Cute little keychain. Can't wait to own one of these one day. Aquaphor for the lips. Can't have them chapped lips. But then this is basically the Key Smart. This thing is so nice. I like it so much. I just know someone's gonna be like, well, what keys do you carry? I don't know. I don't know how much views this video is gonna get. Someone out there is probably thinking that. What do you carry your keys on? On this, the Key Smart, on this carabiner. And then my girl made me this with a nice keychain. Always, if you're gonna carry a gun on your hip, not only have a nice holster, also have a nice belt. Look at this, guys. This thing is not sagging over whatsoever. Have a nice belt. That's more important than anything here. Out of all the stuff here on this bed, because I'm recording on a bed, what's more important is having a nice wallet and a nice belt. Everything else here don't really matter. But I'll see you guys next time.